Hey, hi. So, this is me again, honey. Hi, how are you? So, apparently, I've gotten some pretty cool replies from my uh, last video, which I don't know. I guess I wasn't expecting. I've had a lot of people tell me that I should do that, and so it was very pleasantly surprising. So, thank you, everybody, for writing back with your questions and your encouragement. So, shall we do it again? Let's. Why don't we start with a little bit of involvement in my next photo shoot? That's. Why don't we do that? Because part of me is wondering one, how much you like my new zombie shirt. And the other part is wondering what we can do with these little segments besides question and answers, because question and answers are cool, and that's something we can do. But it can only go so far. So, and also production values. We need some production values, like a really cool opener and a closer might be good too. So we'll work on that also, because I like to work with the little doodly bits, and so that's kind of fun. So why don't I start by asking you what these three things might possibly have in common. And then I'll show you something else cool that I'm doing in my garage after this little kind of show thing that I'm doing. It's not like it's really a show. You're at my house and I'm showing you things. But, you know, this is a thing that I'm doing. So, what might, hello, over here, this thing. And, hey, this is cool. This thing. Ooh, sparkly. And, that have in common. Ooh. I feel like I'm on Chops, right? It's like the mystery basket. And how are we possibly going to put these things together? I guess you'll find out soon. Very soon. And I'll show you where this comes into play after we're done here. Cool, huh? Nifty keen. So, let's talk tattoos a little bit, because the tattoo donation sale is happening. As I promised, I've been waiting for that for a little while. So the tattoo donation sale is pretty much going on eBay. You just go to eBay and you look up my name, Honey Halliwell, on ebay.com, and you'll find 10 items for sale. Items which are actually in my galleries. The Edwardian corset is for sale. I wore that for a year corset training, but it was in 3 different galleries. I wore it properly underneath my clothes. So, and 2 galleries, obviously you can't see it, but you can see the hourglass shape. My goal was to be the measurements of Julie Newmar, who was the original Catwoman. And she was a 16-inch difference between her bust and her hips. And I ended up being a 18-inch difference between my bust and my waist, and my waist and my hips. So when I wore the corset, I was 46, no, 48, 30, 46. So the corset is actually a 40, 46 when it's closed. So yeah, it's black satin, and it's still in beautiful shape. I don't know if anyone has those measurements out there, or if you just like to have it as a, I don't know, conversation piece or something, but it's out there. And then the actual dress from my medieval shoot and the provincial shoot, it's both. It's the same dress. It's just that I wore it in 2001, and then I dyed it and wore it again in 2012. It's still pretty sturdy. So there's that. There are different T-shirts. One I wore from the Geek is Sexy Glamour Geek gallery, but because I have 10 items up, they have to go before I can put any more up. So please, by all means, grab them. And these are all going to go to my tattoo donation. So everything that you spend will go on my body. So when I take my first pictures with those tattoos, your name is going to go in that initial gallery. And with my thanks. Ever since I was a child, I wanted to be the tattooed lady. And when I hit my 40th birthday, I figured I really, really, really needed to get started or I would never ever get there. And I'm not saying that I'm behind per se, but I am saying I really need to get started. And some of the ones I've chosen are really, really personal to me, and it would mean a great deal if I could have a little help. And I'm definitely willing to give up some things I've had with me for a long time. So I'll trade you. All right, so let me see. Let's see what's next on the list, shall we? Okay, so I asked for questions, and you gave me them. So here we are. Peter wrote in my DA comment. He said it's pretty interesting your perspective on life and modeling. One of the older actresses said that when a man went to bed with her, she said that they went to bed with a star and woke up with her. I find the distance others have with their audience, the less connected they become from the current trends, and they don't move with time. Most people are fearful of what kinds of harmful people there are out there, but is those that push us away from the connections that we can grow from. Keep up the good work. No, he said great. He said great work. I enjoyed the video piece, Peter. And I pretty much just grabbed that one because it sounded like something I could answer, even though it wasn't exactly a question. Yes, quit picking on my headphones. I do need a better mic. Don't pick on me. Yeah, I was keeping up a little better when I was more socially active in with my fan clubs, and I separated from that back in 2000. I don't know, 5. I was offline for a while, not entirely offline, but I dropped that. I dropped my fan clubs, and I went offline as far as a media personality, and I actually took all of my photos offline for a couple of years, and I went back to school, and that was really good for me. It gave me more of a education, which I never thought I'd have. So that was really good. It gives me a lot more to draw from as far as my art goes. Yeah, I mean, it does help to have a lot of other people to interact with, to draw from on a personal level. So there's that. I really love hearing from you and the suggestions that you give me and the encouragement that you give me. It's really fantastic. So don't worry, guys. I'm not going to push you away anymore. Let's hear what you have to say. Thanks, Peter. So, speaking on that note, like I said, I did have a fan club at one point. Anyone wants to take the reins on that, just, send me a note or something, and I would be happy to let you guys run with that. That's just nothing I can't run on my own right now. And it'd be a great outlet to help bounce ideas off and maybe see how I can continue to do this full time and be able to pour as much into it as I possibly can. I would love to be able to give this all of my time. Okay, so Jay from Facebook writes, do you do burlesque? I'm surprised actually that he sent me such a simple question because Jay's been a very vocal guy. um, so Jay, no, I don't, but I very much appreciate the art a great deal. And that's something that like I go to watch when I'm at conventions and so on. Though you haven't gotten too far away from it because I did train in belly dancing for a while, and that's definitely something that I very, very much enjoy. Um, so, yeah, you're not too far off. And it is nothing that I do professionally or anything, but I very, very much enjoy it. Okay, thanks, Jay. WS Evil Laugh writes in my journal, I'm very happy to have found your page, and I can't wait for more work. Always to see a lovely woman such as yourself. The video is quite informative, and if I had to say anything, it's probably what has been your favorite set of images, at least the top 5, and what are some things you'd really want to try? That's a tough one. And I've been very big on not wanting to do much work before these videos because I want things to come off really honest. So let's see. My top favorites. Honestly, I have to say the Regal Gallery. The Regal Gallery is red on red on red, and the red rose, and I think it's just gorgeous. It's just absolutely perfect. And to be so early on in my career is what really blows me away about that series. It's perfect. I don't know that I'd change anything about it. There's so much that I like about a lot of galleries. I like the allegory gallery, but again, you've got this purple on purple on purple with a really brilliant green behind it. And it's funny because now I'm like listing galleries that are like so color coordinated it's almost impossible. But then again, I'm like the queen of color coordination, right? So if I were to do anything, if I could possibly do anything, I would change my skin color and my eye color. Because really, what I'm trying to do, my goal is to look as unlike me as possible. It's a hard thing. I have had photos where I've been bronze, like dark ethnic bronze. Unfortunately, those photos are lost. I have no idea who has them now, where they could possibly be. And if I ever get my hands on them, they will definitely be online. And I think that's the closest I've come to changing my skin color. So that's what I would do if I could. So thank you so much for the question. That was one that surprised me. Tulsa Rash writes, in my Gen Con photos, I've never heard of Cheap Shot before. It sounds like it could be a lot of fun. Though, have you ever played Cards Against Humanity? I really, really, really love Cheap Shot. It's one of my favorite games. It's just a mean-spirited little game. It's like Insult Rummy. Like, you are hurling insults at the people you're playing against, and they can block your insult or they can add on to your insult. And so here you are, people playing a game where you're insulting each other, and whoever really has the best insult wins. And so that's a lot of fun. And in case you haven't noticed by now, I like mean-spirited little games. Uh, so anyway, no, I haven't played Cards Against Humanity, but I'm kind of assuming that it kind of has that same spirit to it. I'm going to have to look it up now because you bring it up at the same time as that, and I kind of have a feeling that I might like it from your tone there. Okay, so finally, before I reveal what these 3 things have in common, I am going to read something that was really awesome and show off my zombies one more time. So Lolly Lovesuckle sent something to me on Google Plus because I'm on Google Plus a lot. I comment a lot. I share nerdy things and music and so on. And she was writing about my last post. She said that the video added dimension to my character that most have never seen. She said it gave me a depth of humanity that people like to see. She said that they feel connected to me. The admiration and respect, especially the inspiration, grows into a whole new experience for those who admire my talents and qualities. I become more than just visual. I become whole in my manifestations and creations of myself. She says, look how far you have come, and I have no doubt that you will continue further and keep amazing the world around you. So, she's been following me that long, and I still haven't managed to scare her off. So, here I am. So, let's take a walk to the garage and I'll show you what I'm doing. Here I am out in the garage. And what did I tell you? I was up to no good at all. So what happens when you add a black wig and jewelry and some spray paint? Well, you come up with something really freaking awesome. When you can't buy what you want readily for a gallery, sometimes a girl has to get really, really creative. But when she does, something fantastic ensues. Yeah, I'm talking the modern bombshell, Liz Taylor. That's right. So stay tuned. Coming up on honeymodel.deviantart.com, we are going to have one badass Liz Taylor. And we also have stuff for sale on the tattoo donation sale. Check me out, Honey Halliwell, on eBay and buy stuff and get yourself printed all over my skin. That would be really cool with me. And then also check out tinyurl.honeyplus to get to my Google Plus website. I'm very active there. Go to tinyurl.honeygates. That is the gateway to get anywhere you want with me. And it is such a nice day. I'm going to enjoy it some more. And I am going to finish spray painting the heck out of this silly gun. I will see you guys tomorrow in photo, if not in person. Take care, people.